where terrible things happened.
We've been cancelled.
No, not that bad, not bad. We're not owned by Fox, so we're okay.
Oh yeah, we own ourselves. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
what is it?
you know Christmas?
I do know Christmas.
Well, there's a thing we eat at Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the turkey, that's fine.
It's not the Pringles?
No, they're fine too. But the mince pies.
Mince pies. Yeah, I love them.
It's illegal to eat on Christmas Day.
I have broken the law.
Don't tell them.
Sorry.
They're going to find us.
So it's illegal to eat mince pies on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Do you know what else is illegal?
No.
Dying in the House of Parliament.
I thought you were dying. I was like, oh,
No. You're not allowed to die in the House of Parliament. It's illegal.
that's terrible. But doesn't mean if you stay in the House of Parliament all the time, you're invulnerable.
No, you'll still die. It's
Yeah.
just that would be illegal.
Oh,
so
yes,
brought
then
back
they'll
to life and
resurrect
go to
you.
prison.
And prison's bad.
Prison's bad. So.
Prison's bad. Did you know as well, another illegal thing,
Right.
which is, I didn't know, until I knew it, that's how things work,
Oh, yeah.
that if you're under the age of 10, you're not allowed to see naked mannequins.
It's a good job we don't have any here in the studio, say a picture of one right now. It's a good job. Really
Good
good
job. Save you from mannequins, don't look at those. Or if you're probably older than 10.
Yeah.
Or you're really clever for a 10-year-old. Well done.
Well done, you.
Well done.
Anyway, speaking of stupid laws,
We're doing Boyles law, which isn't stupid, apart from it ignores something. We're not going to hear what.
you have to see the next video. That's how we get you.
Yeah, it's exciting, like a series.
Yeah.
Like Neighbours, except not at all.
Not a straight in.
Yeah. So Boyles law, what actually is it, Wayne?
Well, it's a relationship, and
Okay.
it says that pressure is proportional, or inversely proportional
Yeah.
to volume, so proportional to 1 over the volume, or vice versa, because it would be the same thing backwards.
Yeah, so when you have a space, you put more pressure on it or apply less volume, that makes sense. It's sort
Yeah.
of intuitive.
That's the first part. It
Yeah.
also says ignore temperature. So like when the
Yeah.
temperature is constant, it can't. If you change temperature, Boyle's law doesn't apply because it
kinda
specifies it has to be constant.
Yeah, and using this, we then find an equation.
A neat little one. It's
Yeah.
actually quite simple compared to some other ones. There's actually 2 things in it, although it's 4 different changing things. Pressure and
Yeah.
volume. Pressure 1 and volume 1, so the pressure and volume before a scenario, and the pressure and volume after something's happened to it, whether it be
Yeah.
inflating or deflating or whatever.
Which is really handy, because if you know the volume and the pressure before, and the pressure's changed, you can find the new volume. That's often what they ask you.
Yeah. And there's sort of 2 main things they use. They use wheels, so the
Yeah,
air
time,
inside
yeah.
the wheels.
And hot air balloons, like one. Yeah, draw it
I'll draw a hot air balloon up there.
That's lovely, Wayne.
Isn't it
It's
lovely?
good, it's good.
So, let's go on to a question, a one
Yeah,
example,
one
we've got
example.
plenty of time.
Let's show what it's about. We wished it along quite a bit at the beginning, but all that'd be very important for your exam, so that's fine.
So,
Yeah,
it's a balloon one, a hot air balloon one.
very good.
So, the pressure in the Bournemouth eye helium
Rub this
balloon
out for now.
in figure 2,
Alright, I can't see that. But I'm going to shoot it.
it's just a picture of a
like yours.
balloon. It's just a picture of a balloon.
Oh, it's a nice balloon.
It's
that
a very
is.
nice balloon. It's big, it's round, and it's got some helium in it.
I like it.
Or the guy in there better hope it's got some helium in it.
Yeah.
So, it's kept at 3,000 pascals above the atmospheric pressure.
Okay.
So it's 3,000 above the atmospheric pressure. It then goes on to tell you, on a day when the atmospheric pressure is 101,000 pascals, so that is the atmospheric pressure, and as Triv's done the little arrow, means it's actually that much above it inside
Yeah.
the balloon. But we'll get onto that in a minute. The volume, oh it's day 1 I see, very good. So scenario 1, P1 and V1. The volume of the helium is
Okay.
5,500 metres cubed. So on a day it's got this amount of pressure and this amount of volume of helium in the balloon. So that's scenario 1.
Okay.
What will the volume be of helium when the temperature is unchanged? So that's how you know you're dealing with Boyle's law.
Yeah.
But atmospheric pressure is only 98,000 pascals. So it's dropped in pressure in this second one. So what's going to happen to the volume?
So there's a few things you've got to notice. Firstly, you've got to notice that as it's that much above, it will be the sum of these 2 numbers or those 2 numbers.
Yeah, and that would be the pressure before and the pressure afterwards.
Yeah.
You put your volume before and the volume afterwards, so what it all boils down to
No, that's good. I like it.
is our little equation.
Yeah, so we have our V1 and our P1. Our V1 being 5,500.
So that's 5,500
So that is V1 there.
V1.
And our P1 is actually the sum of these 2 numbers.
Yeah, because it's that much above atmospheric
Yeah.
pressure and it's that. So that's 104,000.
Yeah. And now we'll equal our new pressure, which will be 3,000 less, because 3,000 less than this number, because it's the sum of these two.
Yep, so that's 101,000.
Times our second volume, so we can just divide by 101,000, and that'll give us a value.
Yeah, and I'll read that out.
Oh, yeah,
but it
I'm
doesn't
not
really
reading it in my
matter.
head. Yeah.
5,660.
Alright, that's
Metres cubed,
yeah.
And that's the sort of question they ask, and it's the same thing for tyres and stuff.
Yeah.
And the next thing that you've got to watch it, sort of links in with this quite nicely.
And how they take it a little bit further sometimes.
Yeah, so we'll see it in the next video.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering,
Mm-hmm.
because of these silly laws,
Right.
is there any one particular scenario when I'm allowed to eat swan?
Maybe, are you the queen?